So here it is, Rome Truck Parts. I said about 190 bucks to redo my wiper motors. That's per motor. I said new shafts, new seals, and they replace half of the housing. They check the, the valve body deal for flatness and all that kind of stuff. So just for fun, I did text my local Selking International parts guy, see if he could find a new wiper motor. He said that it looks like they updated to this other style here. You can see the part number there. So they're $600 some, $625 there. And that's what it looks like. That definitely looks like it would be easier to install. I'm guessing you'd need the correct air switch to go with it, but he wasn't sure if you did. And I showed pictures to Bruce, and he thinks they look like a Sprague wiper motor or something. I don't know. I know it's like impossible to read the crappy quality here, but you can just go on Rome Truck Parts website and get these charts and diagrams. According to this chart here, the number on my wiper motor matches what it says I should have. Here's the TRICO motor breakdown. Not much to it. I did Google that where it says included valve repair kit with a part number. I did look that up and I didn't find anything. So I talked to the technician over there at Rome Truck Parts, asking about this red tab here. And you see that slot right there? That slot is supposed to slide into a groove, over here. And that red piece is supposed to remain stationary. And when you put your wiper in park mode, the wiper is supposed to clip in right here. And that's what holds your windshield wiper up in park. But for some reason, that thing is on there like that. And there's a metal clip. You can kind of see it. And it's installed like upside down. So he said I'd have to remove this paddle to get that off of there. But I'm just going to be sending the whole thing in for them to rebuild, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, I've been here working on getting the other wiper motor out. I'm going to send them both out to Rome Truck Parts to get rebuilt. I would like to note that when we were in here the other day, there was some wires coming out of here. That went up over here. Excuse me. And they went to nowhere, so I yanked them out. While we're doing all this, I'm planning on pulling this out to get rid of all these wires that are coming out of there. And there's no power going to that thing, so try to figure that out. Hopefully I don't have to unhook all this. Okay, this line here with the green zip tie went right there on this guy right here, this zigzaggy 90. I had this line with the green zip tie. And for all you guys at home, these screws down here are what hold the motor in up there. Once you've unhooked the wiper arm and stuff on the outside of the truck, I'd like to point out somebody's been in here before. And I'd like to point out that this little, I forget what they call this wire. They use it all the time nowadays, I think, on like internet. But that's the power wire that powers the lights. But anyways, I don't know how you unhook it, and I'm trying not to break it. But I've got the exhaust port unhooked right there. And then I've got that other air line unhooked, and I think that's all the air lines there are. So now I got to undo the mounting screws down here. Got pretty lucky on that mounting screw that went there. Good amount of corrosion on that. Have to anti-seize that when we put it all back together. This is a real treat to get out. I might have to get Brucey in here to help. And unfortunately, I can't really film it while I do it. And here it is. Got it out. Found this in there. Motor oil, part number, vendor, I don't know. Wonder what it used to say. Probably something on the wiper. This bracket is where those screws go under there that hold it in. Kind of an oily sucker. Pulled the radio out of the truck because it wasn't working. We do have power going to it. We got it to turn on. The ground was shitty. Took this antenna off that was on the side of the cab because I hated it. Anyways, yeah, we got it to power on, but nothing's coming through the speakers, so we got to figure that out. That antenna was mounted right up here. The antenna stud is up there beside that cab light, but there's no antenna on it. I don't know if I can find an antenna to thread onto the stud that's still up there and it would work or not. Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! There's the plug for the wires for the radio. There was a wire that went back here. It's right there. I don't know if that goes to the speakers back there in the sleeper, but remove that. I believe that I think this is the ground. Found the original antenna wire here. Hopefully we can get that working.